In a stunning admission, a shocking confession has made everyone not believe it at all. This admission has demonstrated that Israel, no matter how powerful it may seem, is actually very weak. A former Israeli military spokesperson, Daniel Hagari, has publicly declared that Israel has lost the war on social media. His words, delivered at the annual conference of the Jewish Federations of North America in Washington, D.C., sent shockwaves across political and media circles. But what makes this confession truly astonishing is not just what he said, it's why he said it. For decades, Israel has dominated global media spaces. Large news corporations, Hollywood elites, Western governments, and billion-dollar PR machines amplified the state's narrative. The same Israel that had tech giants and Silicon Valley CEOs in its corner, Hasbara, one of the world's most infamous propaganda networks.
Every terrorist writes his name.
There are no Hamas agents' names on this sheet whatsoever. In fact, there are no names at all. The only text here that's here in Arabic, the only names here are in fact the days.
And hundreds of media outlets echoing its talking points. Algorithms suppressing pro-Palestinian voices, genuine journalists blacklisted, censored, or banned. Pro-Israel influencers paid up to $7,000 per post to push its narrative. And NGOs, think tanks, and lobby groups operating in every corner of the West, and even social media platforms shadow banning or deleting Palestinian content. Despite all of this, Hagari now says Israel lost the battle of public opinion. How is this even possible? Speaking to a hall filled with donors, lobbyists, and political operatives, Hagari described social media as the most dangerous and complex arena shaping global public opinion. He warned that Israel's real challenge isn't military, it's the battle of images, videos, and raw truth. He pushed for creating a new propaganda empire, modeled on Israel's cyber intelligence powerhouse unit 8200. This unit will make some improvement and additions, such as a real-time monitoring unit watching anti-Israel content, AI-powered rapid response messaging, fake identities to infiltrate online communities, automated bot networks to manipulate trends, and coordinated partnerships with unofficial bloggers, preferably mostly young women, to sway young audiences.
We have to fight with the weapons that apply to the battlefields in which we're engaged. And the most important ones are the social media.
A massive digital army built for one purpose, to shape how the world sees Israel. He even warned that a decade from now, when students use AI to study the October attacks, they will face two completely contradictory narratives. But here is the most shocking part. Hagari admitted defeat despite Israel having every advantage imaginable. Consider this: Israel had the global media on its side. Major networks defended Israel, while anchors silenced Palestinian voices and imposed shadow bans. Demonetization, accounts deleted without warning, Hasbara, so much more that one can hardly count on finger. Even it tried to either eliminate journalists in Gaza or black and paint their image by saying that they work with journalists. And Palestinians? They had nothing. No studios. There were no PR agencies involved. No governments. There were no billion-dollar campaigns helping them. There were no algorithms working in their favor. Just a mobile phone that often couldn't be charged because there was no electricity, fuel was gone, the towers were down, and the world outside had abandoned them. Yet somehow, the truth still broke through. And that is why Hagari says Israel lost. You can't bury the cries of a mother holding her child. You can't algorithmically suppress the sound of airstrikes falling on schools and hospitals. You can't fact-check away the image of a father digging his daughter out of rubble. You can't pay influencers to overwrite the grief of an entire people. This is the nature of truth. Lies are loud. Truth is quiet. But truth echoes across the world. And Israel, despite all its power, failed to silence it. Instead of asking why they lost the information war, and instead of examining the moral collapse of decades of occupation, Israel's solution is more bots and more fake accounts, more propaganda units, more digital soldiers, and more attempts to silence Palestinians. The entire focus remains to amplify Israeli voices and crush Palestinian ones, as if controlling the story can disguise the truth. If Israel truly wants to win the war of narratives, if it wants peace, stability, and legitimacy, there is only one path: end the occupation and the inhumane siege, end the daily executions and abuse, stop the abductions and detentions of children in Israeli prisons, end this 21st century apartheid. The world is not rejecting Israel because of failed PR efforts. The world is rejecting Israel because they are the oppressors and Palestinians are the victims. Palestinians have endured decades of suffering, not just since the October attacks 2 years ago. No one wants to side with the oppressors. Israel did not lose the social media war. Israel lost the moral war. And until it abandons oppression, every war, digital or real, will continue to be a losing battle.